Today's 1010th day that I'm here to lessons on learn. I'm learning. I hope this supports your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Yesterday I shared the wrong reasons to change. Wrong reasons to change. Of course, there's a lot of reasons to change, but some are wrong ones. And if we change for wrong reasons, of course, we'll be regretting that. And of course, we'll not change for the better. So today I'm going to focus on 12 right reasons to change. Because of course we're able to say, this is right, this is wrong. Okay, I'm able to really look into, is this right? Is this right to change? Because change is very, very important. Of course, that external change is automatic, but internal change needs to be manual. Now, I understand that we changing automatically a little bit as well. But as comfortable, familiar, and the change is so slow that you actually will never allow you to achieve your goal. So change is mandatory, and change is happening in uncomfort zone. So that means that we need to understand, okay, what are the right reasons for change? So number one, easy to understand, personal growth and development. So if you want to change, you want to become better. If you want to become better, that means you need to change. New skills, acquire new skills, like it could be we want to become different. We want to improve ourselves intellectually, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all the things. Could be develop skill sets. Everything in growth related is good reasons for change. Number two is health and well-being. That means that maybe you're not where you're supposed to be. Maybe you don't feel that your health is in check. Maybe you feel that your emotions are not in check. That means, of course, we want to make sure that we're able to change our habits, change our routines, the things that we eat, the exercise, everything in between, to make sure that we have good health. We have great well-being, and that's the right reason to change. Number three is achieving personal goals. I think that's something people believe that they will be able to achieve their goals with where they are, who they are right now. That's not true majority of the time, because we need to really change, adjust, to really be able to achieve that. Because you don't have your goal achieved because you're not capable of that yet. So that means that yet part is that if you want to be able to achieve that, that means that you need to really change yourself in being able to really, maybe skills, maybe knowledge, whatever it might be, but something needs to change. And if you want to achieve personal goals, and one of the bigger goals, of course, the bigger change that you need to make to be able to really achieve that. Number four is really building better relationships, that nurturing relationships. I think that is important, that if you want to really have better relationships, because you have great relationships, but you want to have better relationships, you want to nurture those relationships, that means that we need to really change. And a lot of times the biggest thing that you need to change is the skill sets. Conflict resolution skills, communication skills, all those things need to be changed. So you, of course, be able to be more open, more understanding, more empathy, and all those, more compassion, and all those things we need to change ourselves into, that we could really have better relationships. Number five is enhancing self-esteem and confidence. It might be that at the moment it's like, maybe my confidence is not where it's supposed to be. And what is the best thing to do? Change. I love that in life, a lot of times we need to do something while we don't have it. So courage. First time when you do something, you need to do something without courage to get courage. With energy as well. Like if you don't have energy, maybe you need to do something without energy to get energy. You need to, confidence as well. Sometimes you need to do something without confidence to get confidence. And I guess that we're able to really change ourselves, to really build self-esteem, and really transform ourselves for the good reason, because we want to be better. We want to really feel better about ourselves and really do the right things, because when you build confidence, self-esteem, everything what you do becomes so much more easy. Number six is overcome bad habits. It might be that I say that we have bad habits, and those habits is ruining our life, ruining our health, ruining our self-esteem, ruining a lot of things could be ruined by bad habits. And so this is a good reason for change, because I really want to change. Because most time we are not able to really remove bad habits. We're not able to do that. It's too hard. But what is possible, what's much easier, is to change those habits in something positive habits. So that means that you change one habit to another. That's much easier rather than trying to removing that bad habit. So that means the focus is creating good habit. Right? Not focus is not to remove bad habits. The focus is creating good habit, and of course those bad habits will disappear when you focus on creating a good habit. Number 7 is aligning your actions, aligning with yourself, with your values. Again, when you look into what kind of actions do you take on a daily basis, what kind of values do you have, and do they align? Because a lot of times I know that, including myself, I'm not any better. A lot of times my actions sometimes do not align with my values. So when you're able to change, you're able to adapt yourself, at some point you're really able to say, I am able to do whatever I need to do because I have self-confidence, I have courage, I have confidence, I have everything in place to make sure I have understanding, I have the wisdom to do the right things that aligns with my values, my beliefs. And I don't do other things because just the way how it is. Number 8 is adapting to life changes. Now, this is the right reason to change as well. That means that external life changed. It might be that you wanted, you don't want it, but like nobody asked you a question. Nobody was interested in your opinion. Life is changing. External things is changing. That is, if life changed, we need to change as well. Because a lot of times people expect the same results from the same action. But that's not how it is. Life changed. That means that the things that worked in the past will not work anymore. I think that a lot of times that people leads to depression, leads disappointment, leads to a lot of different bad feelings. But you understand that life changes and you need to change just to get the same results. Now, understanding that and wisdom of that, of course, you're able to be proactive, create changes that you never go down. And you always go up. Number 9 is improving resilience and coping skills. This is one of the best reasons to change. That's the right reason to change. That we want to build resilience. That means that we start implementing in our daily routines something that could build coping skills, that could build resilience. I think that I always say that one of the biggest mistakes is that during good days, people not build resilience skills. During the best days, people don't build resilience skills. So it means we need to change and say, okay, what do I do on a daily basis that I could build resilience skills? So what do you do on a daily basis that you hate to do, that you don't want to do, that builds massive character, massive coping skills, and massive resilience? And of course, that is a change that I think that every single person needs to do to make sure that when we face actual adversity, we have that character to overcome any kind of adversity coming to your way. So that is the right reason to change. Number 10 is contributing to society. Are you plus or a minus? Are you plus or minus in society? Are you taker? Are you giver or are you taker? I think that the right reason for change is to be a giver, to be a plus, to add value, to be a significant maker, to be a person who makes a difference in other people's lives. And I think that is a great reason to change. That is a great reason to become a leader and a follower. The best leaders are the best followers. So being able to really follow and lead, because we need to really change something in our way of communication. Things that need to change. That means we need to start value people. Sometimes if you don't value people. So I truly believe that we need to always work very hard to find how we're able to be community builders. Every single person are able to do that. If you don't want to lead, maybe able to be volunteer be supporter of some kind of movement. And I truly believe that every single person is supposed to do that. Number 11 is finding balance and happiness. And when I say finding balance, I don't say that that's balance your life. I say that find balance in your imbalance. That means that I truly believe that there's life seasons. So what I mean by that, that means that you, in one season you are more sowing and some side is harvesting. That means that when you understand that we're asking what kind of life season are we now? And how much time am I supposed to allocate into certain things? And when you are understanding that there's life seasons, now you're able to balance those seasons in a better way. You're not afraid to do something because this is just a part of the season and how long the season will last. I think that when you understand that you are in a season and there's certain things that you need to do in that season, I think that season will finish faster. But when you resist that season, so no, this is not what season I want to be in, I think a lot of times we will prolong the season and will stay much, much longer. So you need to learn a lesson in that season and finding the balance and finding the happiness in that season of your life is very important. It might be that that season is something that you need to develop. And you will not move out of that season until you develop some kind of skill set, some kind of knowledge, some kind of wisdom. And when you learn a lesson, you will be in a new season, a much, much better season, and that is the right reason to change. Find the balance in the season. A last one, and of course that is one of the most important, is self-discovery. It's a good reason for change. Just really understanding who you are. What is your beliefs? What is your values? What is your identity right now? Because I always say that you're able to change your identity. You're able to become the best version of you. You're able to really look into what is the vision that you want to achieve and who is that person who needs to achieve that vision. And then, of course, change to become that person that could achieve that vision. And self-discovery is a great reason to change. So I hope you reflect as well. How often do you change? Because we need to change very, very often, as often as possible, because there's always a lot of reasons to change. And what are your reasons to change? And I hope that you will find good reasons to change, and good reasons to change today. Not tomorrow, not January 1st. No, today. The best time to change is not on equal days or the first of the month. No, the best time to change is when you thought about it. The best place to change, because a lot of times people forget after 2 weeks that they were planning to change. If you want to change now, right now, and of course implement it right now. That's even though that it'll say that this month is only like 1 week left. No, that doesn't matter. Like you will in that week you will build a massive momentum, and when the first day of the month comes, you already have momentum and you start and move fast, much, much, much better. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.